Must want to follow with me. No. Of course, I would climb on it, the only boulder. We gotta go down to it now. Alrighty, let's roll. What's up guys, welcome back to see you out there. Welcome back to the channel and another great hike here in Utah. And welcome to the first episode of the Beardless Brad. Back to the old school slick face. Got rid of the old crusty gray pubic hair off my chin. And today we're going to explore, where are we going?
We're in Little Cottonwood Canyon, right?
Yep.
So we're going to White
Pine Lake.
That's right.
Alright guys, we're going up to White Pine Lake. So this is 4 miles up and then 4 miles back, so about an 8-mile round trip. There should be some waterfalls and a beautiful alpine lake. So this is considered moderate to hard with around 2,500 foot of elevation gain. So we've got poles, we got water, we got snacks, we got goos and gels. And now we're gonna take you guys along on an awesome video.
Not even 0.2 miles into the trail, already distracted. Look how pretty this is. Brad patiently waiting on me. Maybe we'll dip our feet in there afterwards. Brad has been doing these polar plunges and they feel good, but man, you have to be tough to do them. It takes some practice, I think. I've only gotten in all the way one time and it was worth it, but yeah, you gotta be tough. It's cold.
All right guys, we're about a little over a mile in. So far, pretty easy climb. The trail is very wide. Oh, about fell down. The trail is very wide, very marked, very easy to follow. When we pulled up, there were hundreds, it seemed like, of cars at the trailhead. I was concerned that the trail was gonna be too busy, but that's not the case. So if you pull in and you're skeptical, there's a lot of vehicles in the parking lot. It's a very wide trail and it's scattered over a lot of territory. So it's easy, even though there's a ton of cars here. This is a cool little waterfall we walked up on about a mile in, so take a look at this. Okay. We're about halfway. We're at about a little over 2 miles. It's supposed to be 4 miles up to White Pine Lake. So far, it's not overly difficult. You're climbing the whole way, but it's moderate. Some switchbacks and stuff, but it's not like heels off the ground, straight uphill hiking. A lot of shade. Corey and I were just talking about how I thought it was going to be very, very hot with a late start. We didn't get started till around 10:30 in the morning, but it's actually late July. It's probably close to 100 degrees at our house. 29 June, not July. It's probably close to 100 degrees at our house. And up here it's probably low 80s. It's actually very nice. So midway report, it's absolutely beautiful. Easy hike, easy trail to follow. Nothing overly complex yet. And we're total 2.5 miles in, but we had to park 3/10 of a mile away from the trailhead. So factoring that in, we're a little over 2 miles in. All right, we'll catch up with y'all in a bit.
Open my eyes and slept through the day. Slept through the day, feeling uneasy, I push it away. Push it away. Last night was fun, don't feel like today.
So we're gonna have to confirm
Feel like today.
that I think that point right there is Mount Baldy. that peak, I think that's Mount Baldy. All right guys, decided to take a quick break. This is just a pretty view. We wanted to share it with you. We're about halfway up to White Pine Lake and it is gorgeous. You can still see the snow. So the rivers are still high, the creeks are high, the trail's muddy in places with all the runoff, but it is absolutely gorgeous up here. Good day, good workout so far. Anything, babe?
It's really pretty. Make sure you pack water.
Yeah, pack plenty of water. All right, we're gonna keep on. Can't wait to get up here and show you this Alpine Lake. It's beautiful up here.
Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. Might be the gin that's gone to my head. Gone to my head. Feeling so busy, don't want this to end. Want this to end. Live in the moment, I just wanna dance. Just wanna dance, pull up my card and swipe it again. Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about. So we
All right guys, still climbing. We are 4 miles into this and we are at 9,300 feet elevation, 9,300 feet. Still climbing. Breathing doesn't seem to be as bad as I expect it to be. Other than the physical part of climbing. But anyway, we found this great little valley. We're not sure how far we have to go to the lake, but we wanted to show you something very fun besides this prairie. We'll let Corey lead us up there to it. So check out what we found the last weekend of June. Next week is 4th of July. Corey, you want to take us to our discovery?
Yeah. Here we go.
I'm talking behind the camera, it doesn't hear you very good.
Okay, I'm right next to it, so it should be good. Dun da da da! We got snow. It's probably a little too hard to make a snow angel. But that is awesome. Too hard to make a snow angel, Brad? Oh God.
I'm gonna fall down all the way.
Are you a snow king? You can sled down.
That was a horrible idea.
Just sit on your butt and slide.
The worst idea ever.
Sit on your butt and slide.
I don't think I'm gonna have a choice. Snow in June.
There you have it, y'all. Like Brad just said, snow in June.
It's been a great hike so far. Challenging, I'd say moderate. It hasn't been the super easy climb. We're over 4 miles and 2 hours into it. It has been rather muddy the last mile and a half, 2 miles with all the snow melt. So there is quite a bit of mud on the trails, sludge on the trails. So you have to kind of choose your footing. Beautiful, well worth it. Good wide trail. We've climbed around 1,500 feet, not quite 2,000 feet, but we are up over 9,000 feet right now. So continue climbing. I can hear a waterfall in the distance. Actually, there's a waterfall right in front of us.
Are we hiking to a waterfall or a lake?
A lake? Guys, we'll keep you with us. There's a waterfall right here. Hello. How are you guys? Very good. Holy cow. See if I can film and not fall. So, more snow. All right, we got a little scramble here. We're up close to 10,000 feet and there's still a ton of snow, so we're almost there. We have a little bit of a sketchy area here with the snow and the rocks, so let's see what we can do to get across here. First one to fall was me.
Did you slide?
No, I fell the right direction.
I heard a slip.
Yeah. Look at this. Wow. All right, the most sketchy part of the whole deal. Doing good, baby. Nice and easy. Whew. A little scary, wasn't it?
That's pretty.
Huh?
That's pretty.
Wow. Look at the waterfall from the snow melt. All right. Wow, this is incredible. Oh, I see people way up there on that ridge.
Oh yeah.
So we got to go to that ridge. And like we thought, over this peak is where it is. So we got to go where those people are. But that's not bad. Say that.
That's still pretty high up there.
Yeah. We still got some work to do.
Jeez.
I thought we were climbing Everest.
No desire for that.
Uh-uh.
No.
All right, we're gonna turn the camera off here for a few minutes. We got a lot of climbing to do. Bring you guys back. Actually finished Mount freaking Suckmore here. All right, We made it up the tough snowy scramble and a lot of the loose stuff. Word of advice, if you're coming up here late June, early July, and the snow's still here, some of the trails up here at the top are snowed over. It's kind of sketchy rock. It can be a little bit slippery, so we would advise poles, really good hiking shoes, and possibly spikes this time of the year. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe spikes would have been good. Definitely the poles. It just helps with your balance, but be careful if you stick them in. You can go down too deep and trip you up, so just use them as kind of a balancing.
So yes, it is still very snowy, as you can see all behind me, and you can see here in front of me the trail is completely snowed over. So this trail goes down through all of this, and there he is. You're just walking in snow and kind of scrambling on rock. It's doable, it's not hard, but just be very mindful. Little bitty kids, people with limited mobility, you may struggle up here this time of the year. May want to wait till
Even without limited mobility, I'm struggling.
plus you're up around 10,000 feet, so elevation's a thing. So we're almost there. Right over, you can see where the trail hooks around and goes in between this little saddle right there. That's where we think the lake is. So we should be very, very close here to revealing White Pine Lake. Right now we're working on our Alpine skills. Turns out went from hikers to alpiners today. All right, catch you here in a second. Oh, it's that critter right there. Little squirrel thing. What he is, a little mountain chipmunk. Bro, this is sketchy. Slippery. It's a little sketchy, I ain't gonna lie. If you go down the hill, you go down that. That ain't no good.
That's really steep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's where the kids are butt sliding. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that's a... Stephen Lynn, just before you guys get on to me for how scary this is all Corey's idea. I had nothing to do with this.
Hi, Mom.
Super careful right here. If you go down, you're going down the butt slide. That's the butt slide. Ooh. Ooh. Very icy right here, okay? Seems odd to be saying that in June. Good job, slow and easy. Ooh. Right, there you are. All right, a little bit further. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Holy crap.
Oh man. Wow. That's cool.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Guys, look at that. Holy crap. We gotta get down there.
I want my paddleboard.
Oh, can you imagine carrying that up here?
No, I don't want my paddleboard.
We gotta go down to it now. Unbelievable, like crystal clear, like glacier blue water. This is insane. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, White Pine Lake. Just so you're curious, or if you're curious, it was 5 miles, 5.59 miles total, and it took us 3.5 hours to get here. Accumulated climbing was, hang on, 2,600 feet of climbing to get here. Once you get here, you're at a little over 10,000 feet, and then you climb down a little ways to get to the lake. So we'll get a little bit more elevation on the way out of here, but you're at 10,000 feet, 2,600 feet of total climb, 3.5 hours to get here, 5.5 miles. And I would say it's pretty moderate until the last mile. The last mile gets pretty hard. It's uphill, it's snowy, it's scrambly. The last mile is difficult, but it's worth it. It's beautiful here. We are going to enjoy this for a little bit. You feel like you don't want to talk, you don't want to disrupt, like you don't want to disturb the perfection of this place. It's so immaculate. So we're gonna chill out, have a snack, enjoy ourselves, take some pictures before we start the 5.5 mile walk back down. All right, guys, we have mellowed out for a little bit, dried off. We had some snacks, some cookies, and we were about to start the 5.5 mile walk back. So we hung out here from almost an hour, about 45 minutes. So we're not gonna film a whole lot on the way back. We're gonna trudge it back and try to make it in about 2 hours. You guys saw all the trail and all the pieces on the way up. So we'll catch back up with you towards the bottom of the trail. We're gonna see how efficiently we can hot foot this back down. So 3 hours and 45 minutes here. I'm figuring we should be able to make it down in about 2. So 4.5 hours total time right now. That's with us chilling out for 45 minutes. We'll let you know what it takes when we get back down to the truck. Corey's about to get in the water, y'all.
Your girl's a little clumsy and we're going downhill. It may take us a little longer so I don't fall down the hill.
How cold's that water, babe?
I'm trying to get my phone out. Oh, I'm not getting in that.
See y'all at the bottom.
I kind of want to take my shoes off.
Yep.
See? Can't even sit down without falling. Watch the rock!
Of course, I would slide right at the only boulder. Oh! Oh, stop! Oh shit!
Go sideways. Well, that felt good. My butt's nice and cold.
We're not mountain folk yet, but we become more mountainous. Oh crap! Disregard my last statement. Well, that was definitely more efficient. That big slide might not have been so bad.
Nah, it probably would have been good. You want to go back up?
No.
Oh. I think you and I are afraid of like the uncontrollable speed.
Yes.
I think we could control it after that little one.
Yeah. And it's slushy as the snow is. It's not like solid ice.
Yeah.
Like when the snowboarding season
Yeah.
and you just fly.
Yeah.
So the lake we were at is over that, behind that. We're gonna continue our descent. We're not very far into it. We just left the lake. All right, guys, there you have it. We just finished our hike to White Pine Lake here in Little Cottonwood Canyon. It was 11.09 miles, 11 miles out and back. Took us 7 hours and 6 minutes. Now keep in mind, 45 minutes to an hour of that, the watch was still running while we were chilling at the lake, hanging out. So that's total trip time. That's not just walking. We climbed 2,947 feet, so almost 3,000 feet. I'm gonna say that this is moderate to hard. Maybe on the hard side. The first half of this trail.
Y'all keep in mind, my husband has been running his butt off out here and training. So for those of y'all that are runners, like this one right here, you can say moderate to hard, but for my people that like to veg out and it was hard.
It was a hard hike.
Hard.
It was a hard hike. There were sections that you've seen in the video that there were snow crossings, there was some scrambling, there was some traversing. Yeah, it was a hard 5.5 miles. I'll say that. We both ran completely through 2 liters of water. And worth it, worth it, worth it.
Oh, for sure. It totally worth it. The lake at the end of that hike it's breathtaking. We were trying to figure out the words to describe this hike. And it probably goes for most of the hikes in Utah too, but I think we came across like the word raw. Like it's just so raw and rugged, and I don't know. I mean, we just sat there for maybe 30 minutes, probably just not saying anything and just listening to the birds.
Not wanting to disturb it.
The trees, the water, watching the wind push the water. It was cold up there too. I got chilly.
It's one of my top 5 things I've ever seen in my life, and that's only one of hundreds and hundreds of alpine lakes that we have access to here. But that goes into the top 5 favorite things I've ever seen in my entire life. So.
I'm number 1 on his list, by the way.
Yes, he's number 1.
So
we're gonna do our normal rating system. Normally we rate these on amenities, on trail, on how well the trail is marked, difficulty trail, and then the payoff at the end. And our scale is 1 to 10, right?
1 to 10.
1 to 10, with 10 being the greatest thing you've ever seen in your entire life, and 1 being a walk down the dairy aisle at Walmart. So we're gonna let Corey start it out. What is your rating on this?
I didn't see a restroom.
There's one at the base of the hill. Remember I used it?
Oh, we never used it though.
I used it, but it was...
You did? How was it?
It doesn't matter. You can't count it. You didn't use it.
Okay, well, I used the woods, and the woods sufficed.
They were good.
Let's see. It was very difficult. You know, and it's hard to base a trail off of difficulty too, because like we were saying in the beginning of this chat, you know, something that's difficult for me may be easy to use. So, but like payoff at the end. If you guys have a day where you don't have anything to do and you want to get your heart rate up, and honestly, like Brad and I like to power through our hikes.
Yeah.
You could take all day and do this hike and enjoy it and not get your heart rate skyrocketing like I did.
Yeah.
But I would say if I was going to do this trail again, I would want to start earlier. Mm-hmm. Stretch it out a little longer and spend more time at the lake.
Yeah.
And I would put it at a 7.5.
7.5.
I would put it at a 7.5. Maybe 7.
7.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to rate this higher. And the reason I'm going to rate this higher is a trail is a trail is a trail. And I think every trail in the world probably looks similar. But when we got up to the tops of these mountains and crossing over this giant pass above us, and we were up around 10,300, 10,500, and we were having to actually scramble through snow,
rocks, boulders,
and it felt scary. Like that to me was incredible. Like I felt like I was summiting Mount Everest. I felt like I was doing something bigger than hiking a lake in Little Cottonwood Canyon, Utah.
Felt like a mountain goat.
I felt like I was doing something special. So that alone drives it up. And then I've already said that this is one of the top 5 things I've ever seen personally in my life. I've been all over the world. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of beautiful things. But when we walked up on that lake, I was literally speechless for the first time that I can remember in a very long time. And I didn't want to speak. I didn't want to make any noise. I didn't want to disturb the perfection of that Alpine lake nestled up there. So for me, I'm going 9.2 all day. This is one of the greatest hikes I've ever been on. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in person. It was absolutely stunning. I'll never forget that lake as long as I live. The only thing that would make it better had it been cool enough or warm enough to jump in that water, because it's all snow melt right now, so it was so cold. I could have manned up and got in, but I didn't want to. So I'm saying 9.2.
If we brought a grill and cooked something and maybe camped out.
Yeah, camping would have been amazing. Anyway, guys, that's what you got. White Pine Lake, up Little Cottonwood Canyon, Utah.
You can see Snowbird.
Yes, we're looking at Snowbird right now. 11 miles, 7 hours, 3,000 feet of climbing. Say it's a difficult hike.
It's not easy.
No,
yeah.
That's all we got, guys. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. We appreciate those of you that are watching these hiking videos. We know it's not saltwater fishing, but this is a new life for us. And I think if you watch these, you're going to enjoy it. And if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Y'all join the family.
Welcome.
Welcome. Brad and Corey, this is what we do. Anything else, baby?
Nope.
Nope. As usual, guys, we'll see you out there. You.
Open my eyes, I slept through the day. Slept through the day, feeling uneasy, I push it away. Push it away. Last night was fun, don't feel like today. Feel like today, let's do it again, let's go on a date. Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about. So